Hello, and good morning. Welcome to this Monday YouTube Live. Thank you for joining me now. If you are watching this and it is March 20th, then it's live. Otherwise, it's not live. What could that mean? Anyway, I see all of the early birds are here. Roberto, welcome. Thank you, Bob. Peter, Tammy, Fab. Excellent. All of the usual suspects, almost all of the usual suspects are here. I hope you had an awesome weekend. It is Monday. Tomorrow, or is it today? The first day of spring. Yes, it's the first day of spring. Yay! Although it's kind of cold outside, which is why I'm wearing a turtleneck today. Anyway, I hope you had a nice weekend. Did you study English this past weekend? How about you? How about you? Bob says, I'm always in for a good lesson. I hope it's a good lesson. I hope so. What did you do this weekend? Did you learn anything in English? Any new vocabulary? Did you watch TV in English? Did you watch a movie in English? How about you? How about you? Let me just check that. Okay, it looks like we're on. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope so. Is this working? Knock, knock, knock. The chat is frozen. Oh, the chat is frozen. We want to study English. Hello, Rose. Welcome. The first day of spring. Ain't tomorrow? I don't know. My calendar says it's today. I always thought it was the 21st, but the calendar says today. Hey, Siri, when is the first day of spring?
Spring began March 20th and ends June 20th.
Siri says it's the 20th. I'm surprised. Hello, Mie. Welcome. Good morning. Good evening. Yes, I only watch TV in English. Good. I watched The Mule with Clint Eastwood. I'm not familiar with that. Clint Eastwood. Your Siri lives overseas. But even if my Siri lives overseas, Siri still lives on the earth. I don't know. My sister's birthday is the 21st, and I always remember that the 21st is the first day of spring. I don't know why it's not. Somebody Google that, will you? Hello, Jason. New words I encounter with pep, rankle, rancorous, inundate, water over the dam, ingot. Wow. Nice. You're reading the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Wow. Your brother and sister are also born on the 21st? That's amazing. Well, I'll let her know you guys wished her a happy birthday. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. I'm trying to read this. This is Japanese history, and it's got some holes in it because that's funny. It's green. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on this weekend. But they're 3 years apart. Wow, that's so cool. Same birthday. That's convenient when you have a birthday party like that. I can understand the Chinese words of your book. Yes, because Japanese borrows these words from Chinese, Japan, history. Better late than never. Welcome, Nauko. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Elena. Hello. Incredible how possible to read. Yes. This is a case of memorizing how to read it. That's how it is. That's how it goes. So keep trying, Michael. Keep trying. How many languages? Good question, Rose. Just English is my first language because I was born here in New York, and Japanese, that's my second language. So this is actually interesting. This is a comic book, but it's about Japanese history. So this is for elementary school kids, I believe. Keep trying. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. That's how I look at it. Especially when you're pressed for time, like most of us are. What else did I want to tell you today? I was going to say something else, but I can't think of it. Yesterday, something weird happened, and I don't know what it was, but I had a rash all over my face. So even now, like my face, I'm still a little red. I don't know what happened. It was very windy yesterday, and when I walked the dog, one of the dogs, after dinner, my eyes were tearing because of the wind, I guess. And then all of a sudden, my whole face broke out. Yeah, maybe it is I never had allergies before. Who knows? It's not that bad now. Ugh. I was thinking of actually canceling this class today because I looked like a monster. So, ooh, yes, very sensitive skin. Oh well. Anyway, what I want to do today is I want to move on and talk about. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, Bob, I think so too. Clear signs of an allergy. I usually don't have any problems with allergies, seasonal allergies. When I wake up in the morning, I usually have a runny nose, but that's all the time. So after, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so, my nose dries up, everything is good. So I usually don't have that problem with allergies. I don't know what's going on now. Must be climate change. Anyway, allergy builds up with time. Is that what it is? Thank you. Dr. Tornello is in the house. All right. So many things I want to show you today. Last time we talked to, and see, my eye is running again. My eye is running? My eye is tearing again. Last time, Ikumi, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining today. Last time we talked about phrases with as, the preposition as, and I thought we could continue talking about prepositions. Today we're going to look at some idioms, and idioms that deal with be in for. Tammy, yesterday I took Benadryl. Today's English lesson is sponsored by Benadryl. That knocked me out. I don't like taking medicine, and that really knocked me out. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about be in for, idioms with be in for. Before we do that, I would like to mention, if you like my lessons here on YouTube, why not come over to myhappyenglish.com, which you can find these lessons. I have self-study English courses. I have my English learners community. Many people here are studying with me there. I also do one-to-one private lessons. So come and check out how you can learn English with me. That's right. Plus here every Monday on YouTube. And when we're finished with this lesson, you can go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube, and you can download this document with all of the material from today's class. I'll just scroll through that. That's a free download. You'll also be on the mailing list for on the mailing list for my Saturday newsletter. So that's that. Anna, welcome. Thanks for joining today. All right, so these are all idioms with be in for. If this is your first time here, I see some first timers in the chat. Feel free to write your examples. Now, there are 4 idioms that we're going to talk about, which are very similar. All right. These 4 idioms talk about what is going to happen or something's going to happen. You can be in store for, be in for a shock, be in for a surprise, or be in for a treat. So they're very similar because they talk about the future. They talk about what is going to happen. All right? So let's check these out and let's see. I'm in the way. Let's see what they are. So the first one is be in store for. This is more general. Okay? When you are in store for something, it doesn't mean you're shopping in a store, but you are in store for something. It means you're about to experience something that's surprising or unexpected. And be in store for has a neutral meaning. In other words, you could be in store for something good, or you could be in store for something that's not so good. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how we use that. Here we go. With the storm clouds gathering, it looks like we are in store for a rainy afternoon. Okay, it means it's going to be a rainy afternoon. We are in store for a rainy afternoon. I heard that the new CEO has some big plans for the company. So we could all be in store for some changes. We're in store for some changes. When we arrived at the amusement park, we didn't know what we were in store for. It was much bigger than we expected. How's the weather where you are? Are you in store for good weather? It's the first day of spring, here or there. Are you in store for rain? What are you in store for in terms of the weather? I think here in New York, we are in store for another windy day. It was very windy all weekend. How about you? What are you in store for? And if you think about the grammar, we are in store for a rainy afternoon. We are in store for some changes. So we can use that followed by a noun. We're definitely in store for another technical revolution. That's for sure. That's for sure. The sun has come out. The sun has come out tomorrow. And we are in store for a sunny Monday. Nice. Here in Torino, we are in store for a sunny afternoon. Awesome. I'd like to hear that. Summer will come soon in Kuwait. Nice. Nice, nice night. Nice, nice, nice. Robots will work. People will dance and sing. I don't know how much dancing and singing we're going to be doing. The more that technology progresses, the more people work. It's too much hot. It's too hot. That works better. We are in store for cherry blossoms. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I used to have a cherry tree in my garden, but it didn't make it. I'm trying to think of the last time. When was the last time I was in Japan to see the cherry blossoms? That must have been more than 15 years ago. That was a long time ago. According to the forecast, we are in for a chilly spring. Good examples. recently in New York, it's a chilly spring. March, April, and the beginning of May. It's been chilly. Let's see what happens this year. All right, that's good. So, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Michael saw cherry blossoms. We still have snow on and off these days. Yeah, we had snow last week. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, so that's in store for. Now, you could be, and we'll get the negative one out first, you could be in for a shock. When you are in for a shock, something surprising or unexpected is going to happen and you're not prepared for it. And generally, when you're in for a shock, this is something negative because something's shocking. When John saw the final exam results, he realized he was in for a shock. Well, John, you should have studied harder or studied more. I heard the company is going to make some major changes, so we could all be in for a shock. Hossein, hello, welcome. When the package was delivered and Greg opened the box, he was in for a shock. It was completely empty. Oh my goodness. How about you? Were you in for a shock recently? Maybe you are in for a shock today because you didn't realize this English lesson was so awesome. Just kidding. Maybe when you saw my red face, you were in for a shock. Maybe you know somebody who was in for a shock. How about you? Once I was in for a shock when I couldn't find my car in the parking lot. Oh my goodness. When I opened a box of baby cookies, I was in for a shock because one tube of cookies was missing. Oh my goodness. Don't say cookies. Makes me hungry. Oh my goodness, I like your lessons. Thank you. Although I cannot read your name, but thank you very much. When my boss made me work overtime, I was in for a shock, but it always happens. We got to do something with that boss of yours. I just came back from the dentist. I was in for a shock because he took my tooth nerve. Oh my God. I don't know why, but I recalled an idiom. In for a penny, in for a pound. I don't know, why did that idiom pop up? When you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. When we received that horrible news, we were in for a shock. Good example. In for a shock. Poor Greg was in for a shock when the package was completely empty. All right, that's in for a shock. On a happy note, you could be in for a surprise. So when you're in for a surprise, it means that something is unexpected but happy or good. So some good thing is going to happen. I think you'll be in for a surprise when you see what we've planned for the party. You will be in for a surprise. You could also be in for a pleasant surprise. The new restaurant in town is getting great reviews, so we decided to try it out, and we were in for a pleasant surprise. When I opened my birthday present, I was in for a surprise. It was a trip to Italy. Wow. Who gave me a trip to Italy for my birthday? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Someday. How about you? Have you been in for a surprise recently? How about you? Maybe you know somebody that was in for a surprise. My tailor was going to make me in for a surprise and sew a light green jacket for me. Wow, you have a tailor? Nice. If you haven't watched this movie, you'll be in for a surprise. Can I say this? Yes, you can. What movie are you talking about? If you haven't watched this movie, you'll be in for a surprise. If you haven't watched Casablanca, you'll be in for a surprise. That's a great old movie. The other day I was in for a pleasant surprise. In for a pleasant surprise. When I attended the Zoom class, I had much joy learning English and interacting with other fellow English learners. That's right. That was a fun Zoom class. Coming tomorrow. By the way, if you are part of my English learners community, keep in mind, tomorrow is the day. That's when we go on Zoom live. Live Zoom, you and me. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to cover tomorrow because you will be in for a surprise. All right. In for a surprise. In for a surprise. In a similar way, you can be in for a treat, which means you're going to experience something that's enjoyable or special. Okay? Not necessarily a surprise, but just something that's enjoyable or special. I heard the chef is preparing a special dessert tonight, so we are all in for a treat. The theater company is putting on a production of my favorite play, so I am definitely in for a treat. Who likes to see plays? We're going to a spa retreat this weekend. I can't wait to be in for a treat. I could go for a spa. All right. What's the weather in New York now? Well, we are in for a treat. It's not so cold. There's a typo. Thank you, my editor. Where's the typo? Fab has good eyes. Oh my God, there is a typo. You are. Thank you. I'll fix that in the mix. How about you? Have you been in for a treat recently? Maybe your coworker brought you a cappuccino. You are in for a treat. How about you? When was the last time you were in for a treat? I think you're going to be in for a treat when you see the rest of the examples here. My cat is 24/7 in for a treat. Same as my dogs. He's a very sly creature, knows how to get what he wants. Exactly. I will be in for a treat from now on because cherry blossoms are going to be in full bloom this weekend or next weekend. Yes, it is correct. Nice. I wish I could be there for cherry blossoms. I wish. If you're in Japan now to see the cherry blossoms, you are totally in for a treat because that's an amazing sight. I'm always in for a good TV series. Excellent. Excellent. How can I put it in the sentence? How can I put it in the sentence are all in for a treat? So we are all in for a treat. You are all in for a treat means everybody. I'm in for a treat means me. We are all in for a treat. That's if the subject is everybody. My mother-in-law sent me a king cake. I was in for a treat. What's a king cake? I don't know king cake. That sounds interesting. I know king-size bed, but I don't know king cake. All right, in for a treat. You could also be in for it. You're in for it. Hey, buddy, you're in for it. Which means you're going to be in trouble or you're going to face consequences for something. I will definitely be in for a treat if I can see the northern lights in Iceland in May. That's for sure. All right, so be in for it means you're going to be in trouble. When my boss finds out I missed the deadline, I'll be in for it. Be in for it means I'm going to be in trouble. Paul knew he was in for it when he came home late and he saw his wife waiting for him at the door. He was in for it. Oh my goodness. Here's driving advice for America in a small town. If you don't drive at the speed limit in a small town, you are totally going to be in for it. That's for sure. That's totally for sure. Generally on the highway, you can drive, 5 miles an hour more than the speed limit. But when you go to a small town, if the speed limit is 30, you got to drive 30. Psst, buddy, spare some change or you'll be in for it. Oh my God. That's a dangerous beggar. Which languages do you speak? I speak English naturally. Natively, I should say, and Japanese is my second language. Konbanwa, konnichiwa. If you don't study English, you're going to be in for it. Just joking. When I mixed up the date for a meeting, I felt like I would be in for it. Oh my goodness. Is be in for it the same as be in a pickle? Be in the pickle has a wider meaning, so yes. But for example, usually if I say you're in for it, it's because you did something wrong, right? But for example, if I don't know, if I I don't have my passport. I get to the airport and I don't know, oh my God, I don't have my passport. I'm in a pickle. I'm in a bad situation. It wasn't something, I didn't do anything bad necessarily. So it depends on the context. Always depends on the context. King cake is a Mardi Gras cake. Oh, okay, cool. I did not know that. Any sailor who ignores weather reports is in for it. J.P. Dinah Book. That's correct. Maybe tomorrow Trump will be in for it. That's for sure. You're going to be in trouble. You are going to be in for it. I hope none of you are in for it. I will be in for it. If I forgot to renew my passport. Especially if you're going to travel. I didn't do my homework when I see my teacher. I know I was in for it. That's right. How about in hot water? That's right. When you're in hot water, it also means you're in trouble because you've done something wrong. That's right. Try to avoid being in hot water. All right. Let's jump ahead. Tick. I think, who said that? Peter said before, in for a penny, in for a pound. It means you're committed for doing something for the long term. And we use this phrase too, to be in for the duration. To be in for the duration. To be in for the duration means you're committed to doing something for as long as it takes to do it. In for the duration. I'm in for the duration. In other words, I have something to do. It's going to take a long time to accomplish that, but I am in for the duration. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. The project is expected to take several months, so we'll be in it for the duration. We're going to keep going as long as possible. For the long run, that's right. I know the hike up this mountain is not going to be easy, but I'll accept the fact that I'll be in it for the duration. I'm going to keep going. This will be my first marathon, but I am totally in it for the duration. So I'm committed to doing something as long as it takes to do it. I am in it for the duration. I'm going to continue to help you improve your English. I am in it for the duration. I am in cat runs. I'm not sure what that means. Is that a similar phrase? I am in cat runs. I don't know that phrase. Maybe that's British English. How about your English study? Are you in it for the duration? Or are you looking for quick results? Because I got to be honest with you, if you've come here to this English lesson looking for quick tips to speak English quick in 30 days, you're in the wrong place. That doesn't exist. I don't care what's that? The Rosetta Stone, that's their thing. You can speak another language in 30 days, guaranteed. That's the commercial that they have here in the U.S. You can speak another language, guaranteed for 30 days. Guaranteed in 30 days. Nope. Maybe you can speak words in that language or speak sentences in that language. That's speak a language, but you're not going to be able to communicate in 30 days. I don't know about that. Learning a language can take a long time, and I will be in it for the duration. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You can order a coffee in 30 days. Yeah, maybe you can order a coffee in 30 days, but you might not understand what the person behind the counter is saying. I think the trials would take an indefinite time, but we have to finish it today, so I am in it for the duration. Hadi, welcome. Thanks for that example. Duration means a period of time. Duration means a period of time. We're in it for the duration. You can't really master a language in a hurry, that's for sure. It just takes time. Like during. Yeah. I watched the baseball game for the duration of the game. In other words, duration means the amount of time that something takes. So you're in it for the duration. In other words, you're in it for whatever amount of time it takes to do that. There was a movie with Antonio Banderas, and he learned German in a couple of hours sitting among a group of native speakers. He didn't need to be in for the duration. Ah, movies are lovely. Movies are lovely. All right. Let's see what's next. Next is to be in line for something. To be in line for something. It'll take a couple of years to obtain a degree, but I'll be in it for the duration. Good. Good for you. Keep going. Keep going. To be in line for something. When you are in line... Okay, we still have... You guys have good examples. Okay, let's go back. I'm totally in it, studying English for the duration. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know a lot of you are in it for the duration in terms of studying English. That's why you come here each Monday, and I appreciate that. Just give me one moment. You guys keep chatting. All right, sorry for that interruption. Yes, it was a dog issue. VGGTGY, I am in it for the duration. To understand my wife, weird behaviors. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move ahead. To be in line for something. To be in line for something. When you are in line for something, right? Just think about it. You go to the movie theater, you stand in the line, right? In the near future, you're going to enter the theater. So when you're in line for something, it means it's likely you're going to receive something or experience something in the future. And usually that means in the near future. So if you keep working hard, you could be in line for a promotion soon. That's what the boss always says, right? If you keep working hard, you could be in line for a promotion soon. It's possible, and you're likely to receive that promotion in the future. With her experience and qualifications, she's definitely in line for the job. I've heard that the company is going to be offering bonuses soon, so we could all be in line for some extra cash. Wow. Awesome. What are you in line for? I can't travel this month. I am in it for the duration. I always say the next and you, next. What would be more native? I'm not sure what the context is for your question. The next and you, next. What's the context there? I am in line for getting a new gray iPad. Good for you. I will be in line to learn about English culture when I go to England in May. I thought you were going to Iceland. We are usually in line for a tax cut. Nice. Nice. I'd like to be in line for a tax cut. How about you? Are you in line for a promotion soon at your job? Iceland and England. You're going to all the land places. The places with land. England, Iceland. All right, you are in line for more English coming up. That is for sure. All right. You can also be in the market for something. Be in the market for something. When you are in the market for something, it means you are looking to buy or get something. Let's see. I came to work late this morning. I think I am going to be in line for boss's browbeating. Oh, my God. The people are in line for getting lower prices on food, as the president promised. Excellent. All right. Speaking of food, I will be in line for Spanish. With hard work and perseverance, Nestor thought he was in line for prosperity, but the Great Depression happened and his dreams broke down. Oh, my goodness. Poor Nestor. Those are good examples. Keep in mind, I'm just going to take a break for a second. Keep in mind, and I've said this all the time, the reason I ask you to write your example is because the best way to remember vocabulary is to write it in a sentence, and that sentence should be true for you or kind of true in your world. Okay, so that's a good way to do that. Once we're done with today's live lesson, this will become a video on YouTube, and then you can see the chat too, because the chat gets saved. You can see all the good examples that your fellow English learners wrote, which is great. VGGTGY, thank you so much. All right, so in the market for, when you are in the market for something, it means you're looking to buy or get something. I'm in the market for a new car, but I haven't decided which model to buy yet. Okay, I want to buy a new car. With our lease ending soon, we are in the market for a new apartment. Donna has been saving up for a while and is now in the market for a new computer. How about you? What are you in the market for? Are you in the market for a rental property? Why, are you renting property? That's my question. What are you in the market for? What am I in the market for? I'm not really in the market for anything. Mostly these days, I feel like I'm in the market for dog food and dog toys. Is there an expression like in line with? In line with. In line with. Yes. My ideas are in line with your ideas. It means we have the same ideas. I wish I could be in the market for a new home, but I don't have the luxury of doing that. Hear, hear, me too. I am in the market for an airline. Really? Are you in the market for an electric car? I think I'm driving the last car I will ever drive. That's my hope. Is it used in buying expensive things? Nope. It's just, we use this mie when we talk about something we want to buy. Um, you know, you could go into the convenience store and say, I'm in the market to buy a rice ball. I don't know, maybe not. I think if it's something special that you're shopping for in particular, right? I'm in the market for a white sweater. I'm looking to buy a white sweater. I'm in the market for a white sweater. It's not something expensive, but it's just that's the thing that I want. But I don't think we use it for everyday items. Like if you go grocery shopping, you wouldn't say, I'm in the market for eggs. Okay? So it's just, we use this when you're in the market for something, you want to buy something specific or particular. Not everyday things. That's the point. Lately, I have no time to sleep because I'm in the market for gold or bitcoins. Wow. I'm in the market for a new bike for my little son. I'll be in the market for a new job after I finish certificate classes. Good. I learned the language to show off to some degree, but English for me is like a springboard to future communications. Excellent. My friend was in the market for a new tablet with $70 in his pocket. What was he thinking? A new tablet? For $70? Can I help you? Nope. I'm just moseying around and not in the market for anything. Mobina, hello. How can I find someone to speak English with? Here, right here. There's plenty of people. I'm in the market for Credit Suisse. Nice. Nice. I will be in the market for a pack of skincare products. Maybe that's what I need on my face, some skincare products. I need to care more for my skin. I'm in the market for some other good books to study Japanese. That's what I'm in the market for these days. In the market for. It doesn't mean you're in the supermarket, by the way. It just means you want to buy something, or you're shopping for that. All right. I think we have two more, so let's check them out. Beep. In the mood for. Is that right? Two more? Oh, one more. Sorry. In the mood for. When you are in the mood for, it means you want. Oh my God. Who types these documents? Tell me. Tell me who types these documents, and I will tell you that it's me. You want to. Not TOO. I will fix that in the mix as well. When you're in the mood for something, you want to do that. It's another way to say I'm in the mood for that. Lucy is definitely in the mood for celebrating now that she's finished her exams. I'm in the mood for pizza. Are you surprised? Sorry, I'm not in the mood for small talk at the moment. You can be not in the mood for something as well. As in that old movie with Louis de Funes, the best medicine is a bottle of wine. Okay. I'm in the mood for Taiwanese noodle soup. I'm in the mood for dancing. We are in the mood for studying English with you, so we are here. Nice. I'm in the mood for Japanese food. I'm in the mood for pancakes and coffee this morning. That sounds good. I will be having my usual breakfast soon. I'm in the mood for breakfast. Before this class, I was in the mood for a banana. It doesn't have to be about food either. You can be in the mood for a walk in the park. Or you can be in the mood for a good old movie, a classic movie. I'm in the mood for a kiss from my cat. Don't forget the verb after it is always ing. In the mood for. Right, it's a noun or an ing. I'm in the mood for hanging out with my friends because I got my first salary. Dima, after because of a noun, if it's a sentence, it's got to be because. I'm in the mood for hanging out with my friends because I got my first salary. Donald Duck's pancakes. What's that? I'm always in the mood for ice cream. Num, 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 num. Me too. Moody Blues were always in the mood for making me high. I'm in the mood for unsubscribing to your channel. Sorry to hear that. By the way, that reminds me, if you like my English lessons here, tell your friends. And if you don't like my English lessons, then tell people you don't like. All right, in the mood for. So that, my friends, brings us to the end of this English lesson. I'm in the mood for traveling to New York. How was there? New York is a very exciting city. Come on. Come check it out. Come check it out. All right, that is it. Wow, wow, wow. What an exciting day here in the land of happy English. So we talked about using be in for, and as I mentioned earlier, just in case you just joined, you can go to myhappyenglish.com/YouTube, and you can get a copy of this document without the typing mistakes. Thank you, Fab. I will fix that before I upload it. I'm in the mood for traveling abroad. I'm in the mood for thanking life for what I received these days. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, how to study with me. Good question. You can go to myhappyenglish.com and you can check out all my classes, my self-study classes, my English learners community. Many people here are part of that, or my one-to-one private lessons. All right, that's that. Thank you so much. How often do you go on live? I am live here on YouTube at this time, every Monday at this time. Basically, since December of 2021. So, yeah. A year and 4 months I've been doing this, something like that. Okay, that is it, my friends. That is all the time we have for today's live English lesson on YouTube. I would like to say thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate all of your awesome English examples and your questions, because that's how we learn. We learn from each other. I will be back next week, same time, same channel. Remember, if you are part of my English learners community, tomorrow is live on Zoom. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Keep in mind, learning another language is not always easy, but it's not impossible, and I'm here to help you on your journey. Thank you for joining me today.